Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Williams Grove Speedway for round number 17 of the B-Main Bandits National Tour, featuring your non-wing 360 sprint cars, and for the first time, the Beasts of the Northeast, the Big Block Modifieds, as the support class. Qualifying shook out just like this. Your quick qualifier tonight is Jay Schaff in the Rip Lips Esports number 3, 18.93 seconds around this paperclip half mile. Got a dozen cars taking time tonight. And we'll take a look at our heat race results while we've got them pulled up. Jay Schaff was able to roll from the 4th starting position to the win in heat race number 1. As heat race number 2, checkered flag would go to the number 81 of the Wonder Boy, Jackson McLean, setting up a great starting lineup for your 30-lap A-Main. But first, let's get to the Beast of the Northeast, the Big Block Modifieds, and their A-feature event. All right, folks, A-feature time for the Beast of the Northeast, the Big Block Modifieds. Starting on the pole is going to be Andrew Thornton with Tom Ostendorf to his outside. Dennis Hawley and Matt Westfall in row number 2. Austin Thornton and Joey Smith in row number 3. Ryan Paget and Jackson McLean in row number 4. Row number 5, you can see Tyler Flynn and Todd LeBeau. Michael Todd and Tim Berner going to round out the 12-car field tonight here at Williams Grove. Field bunches up, works through turn number 3, out of turn number 4. Green flags here, we're underway. Andrew Thornton with a strong charge into turn number 1, slides it all the way to the high side, blocks the high side charge of Tom Ostendorf. We've got contact back in the pack. It looks like the yellow flag is going to be out right away. Looks like caution's going to come out for the 51 of Dennis Hawley. He gets into the side of Joey Smith. And Ryan Paget right there underneath him. Nowhere for anybody to go. Austin Thornton gets a piece of it, as does Tyler Flynn. Stacks most of the field up there at the back. Michael Todd and Tim Berner both able to avoid it. And that is your first yellow of the night. Field gets set to go back to green. Andrew Thornton, Tom Ostendorf, and Matt Westfall, your top 3. Thornton leads the field down, snakes through turn number 4. Andrew Thornton tries a little bit of a diamond line. Yellow flag is out once again. Saw a bit of a melee further back in the pack on the start. Looked like Michael Todd might be the cause of the yellow. There we go, coming to green. Michael Todd stands on the throttle. The car just kicks out. Tim Berner and Ryan Paget, unwilling pinballs in that situation. Pace truck is off. Field coming back to green once again. Top 3 unchanged from last restart. Thornton fires. Field snakes their way a lot cleaner this time through turn number 4. We're back underway. Thornton with the slider line to the high side of the racetrack all the way down to the inside. Turn number 3 to block any potential run for anybody behind. Matt Westfall is past Tom Ostendorf, now setting his sights on Andrew Thornton. Westfall 4 in the fluff, working around the high side as Thornton stays low. Slides it high side of the racetrack on the corner exit, trying to keep the momentum up. So the yellow flag is out once again. Working through turns 3 and 4. Austin Thornton gets loose on the high side. Todd LeBeau nowhere to go. Ryan Paget, Tyler Flynn, Tim Berner all involved once again. Field stacks back up 2 by 2, coming back to green. Andrew Thornton, Matt Westfall, Tom Ostendorf, Joey Smith, and Jackson McLean, your top 5. Green flag back in the air, working lap number 6. Thornton throws the slider line. Tom Mostendorf gets it real crossed up. It looks like most of the field stays straight. I do believe the yellow will fly once again. Saw Tim Burner sideways further back in the pack. Field single files out once again. Andrew Thornton, Matt Westfall, Joey Smith, Michael Todd, and Austin Thornton. Now your top 5. Green flag's back in here, and we're underway. Rough start for the big block modifieds tonight as we're now just at lap number 7. Andrew Thornton trying to stay smooth and steady to try to keep Matt Westfall behind him. Westfall working his way around the high side of the speedway all the way around. As Thornton kind of runs a slider line, slides up to the top on corner exit to block the charge. Now Westfall right to the back bumper of your leader. Westfall a little bit tight that time into turn number 3, allows Joey Smith to catch up. Thornton has a bobble. Contact with Westfall. Westfall's going to take the spot. Now Andrew Thornton under attack from Joey Smith for P2. Andrew Thornton having to switch from defense to offense. Gets a little bit of breathing room between himself and Smith. As Westfall continues to motor away on the high side of the speedway. Thornton switching up his line a little bit, entering up on the high side, trying to drive off through the middle of turn number 4. Now into turns number 1 and 2. Enters up high, Diamond cuts down low, trying to drive as straight as he can down the back straightaway. Let's go for a ride for a lap with Andrew Thornton here around the Williams Grove Speedway. A lot of throttle control rolling back onto all that horsepower. Down the back straightaway, trying to close the gap on Matt Westfall. Diamond cutting both ends of the speedway, and it looks to be working as he is starting to close the gap for the lead. Slides in high, starts to diamond cut down low. Pulls Westfall to within 3/10 as they see the cross flags. Halfway home here in this one. Thornton still sticking to that diamond line. Now 0.2 of a second to gap. Westfall over the cushion a little bit. Thornton all the way down to the inside. Right to the rear bumper, has to check up getting into turn 3 to keep out of the back of Westfall. Westfall diamonds the line just a little bit himself. So they're side by side for the lead coming to lap 17. Thornton keeps the car low. Westfall carries the momentum on the high side and gets a little bit of breathing room. Thornton right to the back bumper, right back to the diamond line as Joey Smith behind gets real tight and Jackson McLean takes over the 3rd position. Got a fantastic battle going for the lead between Matt Westfall and Andrew Thornton. Jackson McLean is loving this battle as he's able to reel in the leaders little by little each lap. Thornton sticking to his guns on that diamond line. Westfall blocks the charge on the inside. Thornton right to the back bumper, unable to carry any more momentum, and stays in line with him. Next time by, they'll be shown the 10 to go signal. Westfall down low, Thornton up high on corner entry. Westfall tries to hug it around the inside for the most part. 10 more times around here at Williams Grove as they start seeing the back of the field. Michael Todd, first car, potentially become lap traffic. Todd dives it down pit road. Does not want to be in the way of the leaders coming. Thornton is still right there. Hasn't taken the pressure off of Westfall at all during this race. Still only 0.2 of a second, just a little over our car length at the start-finish line. Thornton follows him around the high side this time. Big run to the back. Westfall blocks the slider. Thornton slides it up high. Tries to diamond cut it off turn number 4 all the way to the inside guardrail. This time Thornton goes low into turn number 1, slides to the middle of the racetrack, hugs it around the inside line on the way off. Allows Westfall to drive away just a little bit. That time by back to 2.5 tenths, just a little over our car length advantage to Matt Westfall. Thornton to the back bumper once again. Looks underneath him this time as they see the fistful. 5 laps to go, wheel to wheel. Thornton on the low side, Westfall up top. And Westfall able to power back by on the cushion. Thornton really has to check up to keep from getting to the back of Westfall. Diamond cuts the corners 4 more times around. Westfall around the high side of the racetrack, turns 1 and 2, right to the back bumper once again. Has to check up big time, one more time. Opens up the gap to about 4 car lengths for Westfall with 3 laps to go. Westfall to the bottom, Thornton up high. Decides to hang it around the top side to try to carry some momentum. 2 laps to go here at the Grove. Does Thornton have anything for Matt Westfall? Goes back to the diamond line, loses a little bit of ground that time. Coming down to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Matt Westfall continues to lead this race. Westfall into turns 3 and 4. Thornton gives it hell on the high side, puts it into the inside, on the outside guardrail. Matt Westfall going to be your winner. Oh, Andrew Thornton and Jackson McLean have had contact for second and third place. Ryan Padgett out of control gets into Thornton and collects about half the field in all the post-race calamity. But your A feature winner tonight. Normally see him running the open wheel cars. It's going to be the number 54, Matt Westfall. Andrew Thornton, car completely trashed. He's going to bring it home P2. And Jackson McLean, the Wonder Boy, is going to round out the podium. Now, folks, that's going to do it for the Beast of the Northeast, the Big Block Modifieds here at the Williams Grove Speedway. This is how your A feature shakes out. Matt Westfall is going to be your winner. Looks like Jackson McLean did pick off Andrew Thornton for P2. So Jackson McLean in P2, Andrew Thornton in P3. You're going to round out your podium. Joey Smith and Ryan Padgett round out the top 5. Todd LeBeau, Austin Thornton, Tim Berner, Michael Todd, and Tom Ostendorf round out your top 10. And Tyler Flynn and Dennis Hawley round out your dozen car A-main. Now, folks, that was some exciting action and a great race up front between Thornton and Westfall here in the big block modifieds. But sit down and get ready because your sprint car A-main is next. It is showtime for your B-Main Bandits National Tour Sprint Cars. Got a dozen cars going for 30 laps here around the high-speed paperclip half mile. And your starting lineup looks like this. Starting shotgun on the field tonight is going to be the number 67 of Evan Dawson. Starting to his inside, the driver out of Anadarko, Oklahoma, the number 98 of Rickon, Ryan Padgett. Starting in the 10th position tonight is going to be the number 19 of Tim Berner. Starting to his inside, the driver out of LaPorte, Texas, the B-Main Bandits 5150 Racing, number 50 of Joey Smith. Rolling off from the 8th starting position this evening, driver out of Mitchell, Indiana, representing Rip the Lip Esports, that's the 3 of Jace Schaff. And to his inside, driver out of Paris, Tennessee, the JMR B-Main Bandits, number 81 of the Wonder Boy, Jackson McLean. Rolling off from the 6th starting position, Mr. Consistent, driver out of St. Louis, Missouri, going to be the number 99 of Todd LeBeau. Looks like he's opting to go to the tail. Starting in the 5th position tonight, going to be the number 90, the Alien, Trevor Royer. Starting outside of row number 2, the driver out of Mitchell, Indiana, representing Rip the Lip Esports. That's going to be the 11 of Richie Gaines. Starting to his inside, the driver out of Granbury, Texas, the B-Main Bandits AMT Racing Services, number 31 of Andrew Thornton. Starting on the outside pole tonight, the driver out of Springfield, Illinois, current B-Main Bandits National Series points leader. That's going to be the 24 of Noah Bowman. And starting on the pole, the driver out of Joplin, Missouri, the B-Main Bandits AMT Racing Services, number 69 of Austin Thornton. Ladies and gentlemen, you got a dozen of the best on iRacing ready to do battle for 30 laps around the Williams Grove Speedway. Sit down, strap in, and hold on tight as we take you for a 3-wide virtual thrill ride with the B-Main Bandits National Sprint Cars. As the field works their way off turn number 4, Austin Thornton grabs the loud pedal. The rest of the field follows, and we're underway here at Williams Grove. Austin Thornton with a semi-slider line. Drives out through the middle. Noah Bowman sets up for the slide job into turns 3 and 4. Looking for the lead here on lap number 1. He's going to keep it around the inside. He's going to have it. Thornton on the charge, trying to get the lead back. Older brother Andrew Thornton running the diamond line like you saw him running the big block modifieds. Now side by side with Trevor Royer for P3. Austin Thornton trying to battle back with Noah Bowman for the lead, but Bowman starting to drive away already. Trevor Royer, Andrew Thornton locking horns for P3. Austin Thornton struggling to keep the car going straight down these long straightaways. Now Trevor Royer looking to the inside. He's got P2 this time, going in turn number 1. Now the Thornton brothers battling it out for the 3rd and final podium spot. Andrew Thornton goes to cross underneath him. Looks like he's going to have it this time. Yep, move Andrew Thornton up to P3. Trying to set his sights on Trevor Royer. Move back up into that 2nd position. Big time slider line through 3 and 4. Kind of diamonds it off turn number 4 as well. A little further back in the pack now, Jackson McLean trying to move Austin Thornton back to the 5th spot in the running order. That's Jay Schaff ripping the lip on the high side, trying to get a piece of both of them. Now Schaff down, throws the slider on Austin Thornton. He's going to take away the 6th position from him. McLean rolling around the high side, trying to stay ahead of Jay Schaff. Jackson currently scored in the 4th position. Field starting to stretch out here around the Williams Grove Speedway. A little bit of a gap between everybody so far. Next potential battle, Austin Thornton still moving backwards. Ryan Paget closing the gap. Contact to the outside wall for Ryan Paget. Got his sights set on Austin Thornton, trying to take away the 6th running position. Meanwhile, Austin Thornton has caught the back bumper of Jay Schaff. A couple of missteps. Now Thornton a little bit lower on the straightaway, staying in the grip instead of the slick. Seems to be doing wonders for him, but Ryan Paget's there on the high side. A little bit of contact down the back straightaway. Move Ryan Paget up to P6 as he gets around to Austin Thornton. A little bit of contact with the outside wall. Helps with the big run down the front straightaway towards Jay Schaff. 10 laps into this one. Andrew Thornton and Jackson McLean doing battle for the 3rd position. Both drivers diming down low off the corner. As the yellow flag's going to come out for the first time tonight. Let's go back and take a look at what brought it out. First caution of the night going to come out for the 67 of Evan Dawson. Just backs it up into the outside wall. Gets collected by Todd LeBeau and Tim Berner. Joey Smith just barely able to get around it. Lights are out on the pace truck. Pace truck dives off. Noah Bowman, Trevor Royer, Andrew Thornton, your top 3. So we get ready to go back to green. Working lap number 12. Noah Bowman right to the high side. Trevor Royer and Andrew Thornton follow suit. Andrew Thornton trying to work his way around Trevor Royer on the low side down the front straightaway. Back up high through turns 1 and 2. Whole field starting to push the cushion through 1 and 2. Trevor Royer trying to hang with Noah Bowman. Bowman 7/10 of a second, the advantage already. Bowman trying some different lines. Catfish is right around the bottom. This time he's going to see the cross flags. 15 down, 15 laps to go here in tonight's A feature. Back down to the bottom in turns 3 and 4 as Royer runs the slider line all the way to the cushion. Bowman rolling all the way down to the inside of the straightaways to stay in the grip. You can look down these long straightaways to see how long it slicks off before you get into the corners. Bowman driving off turn number 4 on the bottom, staying low down the front straightaway. It comes up to the high side as the yellow flag comes out once again. Caution flag comes out this time for the 99 of Todd LeBeau. Contact with Evan Dawson. LeBeau comes to a stop against the inside guardrail just about, and that draws the yellow. As the lights go out on the pace car once again, Bowman, Royer, Thornton, McLean, and Schaff, your top 5. Working their way back to green, this time by 13 laps to go in this one. Field slides to the high side of the speedway. Trevor Royer right down low, thinks about the slider. Schaff goes 2 for 1 in the corner. Thornton's off the pace for some reason. Jay Schaff picked off Andrew Thornton and Jackson McLean in the same corner. Moves him up to the 3rd running position. This time by, they're going to see 11 laps to go. As the yellow flag does eventually come out. Yellow for Andrew Thornton on the low side of the speedway, rolling around slow. Caution coming out for the 31 of Andrew Thornton. This is a lap and a half ago. Going to take a ride with him, see what happens. Schaff throws the slide job, goes to cross him over. And almost like the car just dies, but you can see the tachometer still registering. Car's still running, but there's no throttle input. Lights are out on the pace truck. Noah Bowman, Trevor Royer, Jay Schaff, Jackson McLean, and Reckon Ryan Paget are now your top 5 with green flags back in the air. We have 10 laps to go here at the Grove. Bowman and Royer riding back to the high side for turns 1 and 2. Bowman goes low, as does Royer. Royer slides it back up top, gets right to the tail tank of Noah Bowman. Now Jay Schaff, he's closing in. He's getting ready to throw his hat in the ring. He's on the podium and looking for more. Bowman tries to catfish his way around the low side, thinks better of it, slides high off turn number 4. Yellow flag flies again. This time the other Thornton brother in trouble. Austin Thornton backs up across the racetrack in front of Richie Gaines. Gaines with nowhere to go. Joey Smith, an innocent bystander, gets a little bit of it as well. Field coming around once again. Bowman, Royer, Schaff, McLean, Paget, still the top 5. Bowman fires, coming in turn number 4. Green flags in the air. We're away with 8 laps to go. Carbon copy of all the other restarts, straight to the high side, turns 1 and 2. Trevor Royer closes right to the tail tank, all the way up to the cushion at the high side, turn number 4. Still a half-second gap between himself and Noah Bowman. Bowman slips the grip, getting into turn number 3, as does Royer. Jay Schaff is right there looking to capitalize. This time by 6 laps to go. Jay Schaff, a little bit of contact with the outside wall there off turn number 2. As we watch Trevor Royer try to get the run on Noah Bowman. As they see the handful 5 more times around. So both Bowman and Royer all the way down to the inside of turn number 3. Bowman holds it a little bit lower. Bowman has a big misstep. Him and Trevor Royer get together. Not really sure what happened. I don't know where Noah Bowman went, but he is no longer on track, and that's going to have Trevor Royer assume the lead with 3 to go. If Bowman ballparked it, the flagman missed it. But Royer, all by himself. Jay Schaff over 2 seconds behind. Next driver behind Jay Schaff is Ryan Paget, and he's a full 4.5, almost 5 seconds behind. Royer moves his way onto the back straightaway. through 3 and 4 this time by. He's going to see the white flag. 1 lap to go here at Williams Grove for the alien, Trevor Royer. Rolls around the top side and turns 1 and 2. A long slide into turn number 3, all the way to the cushion off turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, and your winner is going to be the alien, Trevor Royer, in the 90. Jay Schaff going to bring it home P2. And reckon Ryan Paget just crosses the stripe in P3 to round out your podium. Well, folks, that was an interesting end to the night here at Williams Grove as the top 3 make their way to the front straightaway to get their picture taken. Let's check out our A feature rundown. Your winner is going to be Trevor Royer in the 90. Jay Schaff, 2.5 seconds behind him, P2. Ryan Paget, a full 8 seconds behind your winner, rounds out the podium. Austin Thornton starts on the pole, drops back, makes it all the way back up to the 4th position. Tim Burner rounds out the top 5. As the last car on the lead lap. Andrew Thornton fixes whatever his throttle issue was, 1 lap down, brings it home in 6th. Jackson McLean in 7th. Joey Smith in 8th. Noah Bowman in 9th. Todd LeBeau rounds out the top 10. Richie Gaines and Evan Dawson round out your dozen-car field. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed tonight's racing action from the Williams Grove Speedway. Be sure to tune in next week as we go to the Empire State and the Steel Palace. The Oswego Speedway hosts the B-Main Bandits, and you'll see round number 2 of the Beast of the Northeast, the Big Block Modifieds, will return next week as well as the support class. You don't want to miss it, and we'll see you next Tuesday night.